this area was a place where Aboriginals actually lived, passed through, found food, governed by all the surrounding area and what the food was in there. The lakes weren't very far. Kings Park was just up the road. There's a lot of song lines through there. Also, very important sites were there. So it was natural for us to look at the cultural side of this project.
We came in right at the beginning of this project, and so we've had a voice right from the very beginning. And that voice is being heard because we came in at the beginning. And so now we're not having to improvise, we're going, okay, this is what we want to see, this is how we want to identify, this is how we want our culture to be represented. And I think the elders picked up on that really quickly. And they were a little bit shocked, I think, to start with, because they went, well, you know, where's all the paperwork? And we went, there is none, you guys have to actually start making this now. You have to create this is, here it is, it's up to you. And so that's what they did. They just grabbed it and went, yeah, this is awesome. So it was very inspiring to watch, and it was nice to see them not feel disheartened by prior decisions that had been made, which they can't change. Whereas now they're able to actually make decisions themselves.
And the beauty of it all is that culture fits right in with what's happening with the project.
Yeah.
It was like, everything gelled in the right way, and it was about putting the Noongar content in there, and of course the elders loved that.
We started with the idea or the concept of the 6 seasons, and went, well, how will we embed this? And we, Whadjuk Elders have a thing called totem poles, but we didn't want to use those words because we don't have that in our culture. But we do have Burunga, which is like an animal representation, or your brother or your sister, or those kinds of things. But we have 3 or 4 Burunga and not just one. So it was a little bit complex, and we were sort of like, well, rather than do that, we'll have these markers. And if we place them in strategic areas throughout Subiaco, we then get to those 6 markers will represent the seasons in some way, shape or form. And we can turn that into this educational trail, what we call Biddi, and teach people about our culture, because the elders were really keen on making sure it was educational, and so that people could learn about Noongar culture. Each marker will have a garden. The garden will have plants from that season that grow in that season, so that people will learn about our bush tucker and what plants are used for what purpose. Then we'll connect each marker with animal footprints that go on the footpath, and so people can follow the trail visually, and then they'll get to the next season, and then they'll learn more about that. We're hoping the markers will have a digital element, so that we can put little videos up, or audios, or whatever that plans to be. We have to flesh that out a little bit more, and also be embedded in some sort of artwork around the marker, that represents that season. But the object for the elders that we work with was to say, we want to embed the spirit of our culture in this space, so it feels good. So when you go in there, you're going to feel good about this area, and you'll feel good about it because our culture is in those 6 seasons. It's embedded in that environment, and that's what we're trying to connect other people with, because we already do that.
If you see a footprint, then the Noongar word will come up,
Yeah.
Like if you see a possum footprint, you'll see kumur. So kids and other people are learning, and then you'll see yonga, and wage, which is the emu. So we'll name all of the animal tracks that we got in there. And somebody walk along there and they'll hear this, and they'll see this track and go, oh, kumur's the possum. Or yonga, that's the kangaroo, or the wage, the emu, or whatever, So we open that's the learning side of all of this. Budawan.
Kaya.
Budawan is goodbye. Kaya is good day.
Kaya is good day. Oh, hello.